Good morning, and thank you for joining us back at Raising Radishes. Just for a quick note, I am not a doctor, I am not a therapist, and nothing in these videos should be taken as medical advice. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about children with reactive attachment disorder and eye contact. Eye contact, I think, is probably one of the most misunderstood symptoms when you're talking about children with reactive attachment disorder. And there's a couple reasons for that. Sorry for all the ums. Clinicians have a tendency to think that these children don't make eye contact at all. That is not the case. What happens is they will make eye contact with people they don't have a connection to very, very easily. But the people they do have a connection to, they only make eye contact on the child's terms. And usually it's a couple of different eye contact things or ways of doing them. Puppy dog eyes. We all know the puppy dog eyes, right? Every child does puppy dog eyes. But this is a manipulation, just like it is for every child. But in the reactive attachment disorder child, this is a definite manipulation that they usually save for the non-primary caregiver alone. Then you have the angry stare. I don't know how to explain this one very well, because it can happen like that. And in the support groups and stuff, this is normally referred to as black eyes or blank eyes or dark eyes or the dark stare. It really does feel like all the anger and rage that is deep-seated in that child is lasering out of them and into you. I mean, seriously, it's almost painful. They reserve this look pretty much solely for the primary caregiver, so that no one else sees it. And you, as usual, get told that you must be crazy, or no, they're so sweet, look how charming they are. Basically, the eye contact thing is literally only on the child's terms. It's a form of control. See, I learned this with a cousin of mine when we were little. Now, she does not have reactive attachment disorder, but she did have some other issues, not mental issues. But one of the ways that she would not hear her parents is she wouldn't make eye contact with them. So she would basically refuse to meet their eyes, and that way she wouldn't have to listen to what they were saying. This is exactly what a rad child does. If they don't want to hear you, they refuse to meet your eyes, looking everywhere but you. Or they give you that hard death glare that literally can be insanely frightening for a caregiver, especially if the child has been violent before. That look can strike fear, and you've learned to recognize that look in other kids' pictures. Like when we're scrolling through and there's kids that are placed for adoption, and you see that look, and you just know. You just know. And it scares you, and it hurts you, and you want to shout it from the rooftops, but everyone thinks you're crazy. Yeah, because being crazy is hey. So yeah, eye contact's a hard one. Now, for my radishes and for all my trauma kids, because this is kind of common for trauma kids, they have trouble meeting people's eyes because of the abuse that they've suffered, and that's normal. So I would do everything to get eye contact on my terms. So people look at my children now that have reactive attachment disorder, and I've actually been told, well, they don't have RAD, they meet everybody's eyes. Well, yeah, because I worked for a solid year. I mean, I would do crazy things. Like I would put a sticker right here where that wonderful pimple is right now, right in the middle of my forehead. So they would come home from school and they'd be like, what? Why do you have a sticker there? And they couldn't help but look at me. We would, I would randomly face paint, and I would face paint them and then have them paint my face so that they would meet my eyes. I do the eye contact dance. So if a child is looking down here, I'm doing this. And over here, when they're dodging my eyes, so that they'll look at me. And so I worked really, really hard on it. And so now, for the most part, my children who have reactive attachment disorder, they meet people's eyes, and they meet my eyes, and they meet the primary caregiver's eyes, you know, if they're in placement or whatever. They meet those people's eyes. And so I've literally been told by one residential, well, she doesn't have reactive attachment disorder. She meets everyone's eyes. Well, yeah, of course she does, because I worked my butt off to get her to do so. Doesn't take the rad away though, but it is one of those things. So, yeah, I guess that's it about reactive attachment disorder and the eye contact on the child's terms. Just remember that it's eye contact on the child's terms. That's what differentiates it from the normal. Okay. So that's it. If you found this educational, found it informative, maybe gave you some ideas on how you can help your child with eye contact, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell over there, that notifications button, so you get every time I post a video. And please, please share this. The more we get information about reactive attachment disorder out there, the more people will be willing to listen and will hear us, and maybe we can get some help. Thanks, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.